So leveling your RV left to right is super important. It's really easy to go front and back with your tongue jack or your landing gear on your fifth wheel, but left to right's a little bit more complicated. And so there's these really popular ramp levelers out there. They go from half an inch at the short end to 4 inches at the tall end. And basically, you just stick them under your trailer tires, and then you roll up on them. And after you've rolled up on them, you then take the second piece that comes in the set, and you chalk the ramp. You just slide it right up under there and chalk the ramp. Now, due to the way that these ramp levelers work, being able to roll up on them and stop at any point within the roll allows you to really dial in how much height you get when leveling your camper. Obviously, you're going to put these on the low side so that you can then raise it up. It allows a lot more flexibility than using the stack-on levelers, because those, if you need to go up anymore, you have to go up a whole inch for the block. Versus with the roll-on ones, you can just go a little bit at a time and then chalk it. Now, the big brand name you're going to see when you search wedge camper levelers is going to be Andersen. These are the red ones. And what I want to do today is compare them to another brand, the Beech Lane wedge levelers. And I want to show you the differences and compare and contrast them. So let's talk a little bit about how these two different chalks are similar. They're both wedge styles. They've got a wedge and then a chalk that goes in after you've got it leveled. And they both raise your trailer axles from anywhere from a half inch up to 4 inches. Also, both of them can be cut. Say the distance between your dual axle trailer or triple axle trailer does not allow for the whole wedge to be put in between the tires. You can cut off the first several inches of these levelers so that they will fit in between your tires. And so with these Beech Lane ones, you can come all the way in between the first and second holes here, trim that off with a saw, and still use the rest of the ramp as intended. Now, the Andersen levelers are rated at 30,000 pounds. The Beech Lane ones are rated at 35,000 pounds. The Andersen levelers state that it can support up to a 32-inch tire. Beech Lane does not give any tire sizes as far as a maximum. Both the Andersen and the Beech Lane come with lifetime warranties. However, they're slightly different warranties. With the Andersen leveler, you must show them a picture of the defective unit, and you have to pay for shipping back to the warehouse. With the Beech Lane one, if it's not what you expected, didn't perform as you wanted, or it broke, they cover it. It's a hassle-less warranty, and it covers one full replacement with free shipping or a refund to your purchase. The Andersen levelers are made in the USA. The Beech Lane levelers, on their website, it says that the company is US-based with US-based product development. However, I could find no indication of where the actual levelers were made. And then another obvious difference between the two is the color. The Andersen ones are going to be red. The Beech Lane ones are black. And there's a little bit of difference in weight. The Beech Lane ones are definitely heavier than the Andersen ones. However, if you also look at how they're made, the Beech Lane ones seem to have more support throughout the holes, whereas the Andersen ones are a little more open, a little more airy. And that could definitely account for the difference in 5,000 pounds of weight capacity between the two. And also, if you look at the bottom of the chocks, there's also a difference in how the chocks are formed as well. You can see that the Beech Lane one has a lot more integrated support than the red Andersen one. And if you want to dive deeper with other RVers about all things RV, DIY projects, gear reviews, travel locations, anything RV, come on and join us over at the RV Gear and FAR group. I'll make sure to put a link in the description box below. We'd love to have you. Now let's talk a little bit about price. The Andersen levelers are $45 per leveler. So if you have a dual axle trailer, you're going to need 2 of them. And so you can buy a set for $90. However, that's all you get is the levelers, 2 levelers, and 2 chocks. The Beech Lane ones, on the other hand, only come as a pair. So if you need only a single leveler, Andersen may be the way to go because you can buy them one off. Beech Lane, however, is $60 for a pair. You get 2 wedge levelers, 2 chocks, and you get 2 rubber mats. Now, these rubber mats are super handy because sometimes if you're on gravel or different surfaces, the material that these wedges are made out of can slip. So these rubber mats are often super duper handy. And with Beech Lane, you get the 2 mats, the 2 wedges, and the 2 chocks for $60. If you want to get that same setup with Andersen, it's $110. And so with all that information, which one should you buy? I can't tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. But I can tell you what my preference is. Both of them function 100% correctly. I've had no problems with either of them doing what they claim to do, leveling my trailer, moving it anywhere from a half inch up to 4 inches of height. That being said, there are several attributes that lean me towards the Beech Lane levelers over the Andersen levelers. And those attributes are the color. I actually just prefer having the black ones underneath my black wheels. You know, it seems like all the different RV stabilizing components are different colors. You can have red, yellow, orange. Just all the colors start to make my RV site look like a circus tent. And I just prefer the black ones over the red ones. The extra 5,000 pounds of weight rating on the levelers themselves, with my travel trailer, it's not going to matter. If you have a bigger motorhome, that might actually make a significant difference in which one you choose. The no hassle warranty of Beech Lane is also something that's super appealing. If for whatever reason I don't like it, I can get them replaced if they broke, or I can get a refund if I just didn't care for them. That's a no-brainer to me. Plus, they pay for shipping. And ultimately, it comes down to the price. The Beech Lane ones are half the price of the Andersen levelers. So for $60, I can get the 2 wedges, the 2 chocks, and the 2 rubber mats, whereas that same package with Andersen is going to be $110. Overall, I think these wedge-style levelers are awesome, and they should belong in every RVer's arsenal to help level your trailer. I hope you gained some value from this video, that the pointing out of the differences between these 2 major competitors helps you make a decision about which wedge levelers you're going to buy for your RV. I think wedge levelers are definitely worth your money, and they are super easy to set up when you're setting up your campsite. Just depends on which way you want to go. For me, I'm going to keep the Beech Lane ones. I like the black color, I like the less expensive price, I like that they come with the rubber mats, and the warranty just seems to be just a little bit better. If you gained some value from this video, go ahead and leave me some appreciation down below. Hit that like button and leave me a comment. Andersen or Beech Lane, which one you're going to go with. So go ahead and check out all those links in the description. Until next time, I'm Joshua. Happy trails!